As soon as we saw it, we thought we're never going to find anything like this again.
As you drive down towards the house was built on a natural bank, and then you ascend into the house up the spiral staircase. And really the house is essentially on a single story. When you reached the entrance of the house on the first floor level, you look out full height glazing all the way across, and you're just looking into the trees. That's quite spectacular. It's a very inspiring house to live in. It has lots of natural light, big spaces. It's very graphic, but it's also very livable. It doesn't feel precious to us.
I found it really great living in this house because even though it's open planned, it's quite zoned. You can see everything and the perspectives are great.
It's constantly interesting and stimulating as a place to live.
Since the 80s, we've been collecting furniture and objects. That's our passion, really.
Our aesthetic is that quite pared back sculptural design. So a lot of the things that we had were perfect in this house because we were already in that zone. Placing things in perspective and colour composition and the sight line of something. It's a bit sad, I suppose, when you think about it, but that's how it is, unfortunately. I often say to our clients, really take it slowly. I think sometimes there's a temptation for people to rush out and buy all kinds of things and to fill a space, but I think that you really need to live with a space, get a feel for it, and think really carefully about scale. It does come down to quality at the end of the day usually, and that's not necessarily related to price. And, you know, the green credentials, you know, the environmental credentials of buying things that last. The things that we liked, that we bought 30 years ago, we still like.
Yeah.
You have to get your head around the idea of having a pool at home, which obviously is quite an extravagant thing.
But it's been great. It's really lovely also just to float on the pool sometimes after work.
I think we feel very lucky to live here, and we don't really take it for granted.
I have nightmares about moving somewhere else and thinking, what have we done? Why have we moved?
I think if we hadn't bought this house, we probably might have ended up building one, but it wouldn't have been as good as this one. I don't think. Who knows?
The Modern House, selling thoughtfully designed homes across the UK.